We've been guiding in Iowa a few years now, and well, to say it's been good, that's a super understatement. The last couple seasons, we've been dropping great deer left and right in Iowa, and it's not going to slow down anytime soon. Iowa is literally a giant whitetail paradise, an absolute hunter's dream. But you don't get to hunt here very often. It takes about 5 years to draw an archery tag. But if you're strategic about it and alternate when you apply for a shotgun and muzzleloader hunt, you can get a tag sometimes every other year or for sure every 2 years. This year, I was fortunate enough to have an archery tag, and I cannot wait for my chance to finally bow hunt in Iowa during the rut. We've been running our covert cameras all summer. We've got the food plots in place and plenty of deer to choose from. All we have to do is put in our time, and surely at some point during the season, if we hunt hard enough, one of these big bucks is definitely going to walk by. Getting in there this morning, my cameraman quit on me twice because he's mad. He's mad at me. We've never walked to this stand from the south before. There's a creek back there that I didn't realize had washed out banks. All my arrows, all my knocks are full of mud. Looking at the map last night, I was like, we can get in the back door because we've got a covert camera out here where we've been getting a lot of pictures of bucks coming in here late in the morning, like about 10 minutes, 15 minutes after dark. They come in off the fields. By the time they're getting back here, it's good shooting light. I just got an alert from the camera. There's a small 8-point out there. The camera's about 100 yards. Looks like there's 3 bucks coming. I know they're all bucks. I just don't know how big they are. Man, why can't that just be the big dude? We got toes in the bottom right here, behind you. See, I can see deer back here on that ridge again. Alright, here comes some does on this ridge over here, and they came running up. Gosh, I want a buck walk out right now. She just over here, and she's like, damn it. I'll walk by and act like I don't see him. The deer have been moving like crazy. We have seen deer the whole time from daylight to now. We got does right there and over there. They're going every direction in here. Just haven't seen anything for bucks, just those couple little guys. I don't know. We are definitely in their bedroom. That is for sure. There's more does coming. This is crazy. They're just everywhere. All right. I'm going to try something totally different tonight. We're on a different farm altogether. The reason, one, check out new things. We're kind of learning some of these properties, but we've got a covert camera in here. Sent us some daylight pictures of a couple bucks. One looks pretty decent. You know, we just got to check him out. If he comes in, he's a shooter, we'll kill him. If he's not, we'll get to watch a nice buck. Hopefully they'll show up and we'll get to check them out. All right, we're set up. When I was a kid, it seemed like all the good places my dad had that we would lease, that we hunted, always had our train track close by. It's like I always associate hearing a train with killing deer. Train bowling by. It's the first time I've ever sat on this farm. Maybe this means something. Drove over here from the Grigsby to try to hunt a couple days. I didn't bring enough clothes, so I've got everything I brought on with me. Every piece of hunting clothing, I'm wearing it. It is snowing, 30 degrees, but wind chill's around 20. It's cold. But when it gets cold, deer move, right? At least that's the theory, so we should see some.
That was pretty cool, that buck. I couldn't decide how old he was. And he checked that doe and went out do the thick stuff, so it's probably better he went on because I was starting to lean more to killing him.
When you are rattling for bucks in the rut, sometimes you have to make split-second decisions on aging deer. This deer was on the edge, so I let him go. When you're aging deer that quick, if you let them walk, they still get an extra year and they're just going to be bigger the next year. So really, at the end of the day, no big deal. I'd rather pass on a deer if I'm uncertain about it than shoot one that's too young. Calling during the rut can be a great tactic. It doesn't matter if you're rattling or grunting or both. If there's nothing happening, you literally have nothing to lose. But you always have to keep your head on a swivel because a big old buck can come charging in at any time.
I don't know what it was. A buck just walked behind us. I think it might have been that 10 from the other day. He's probably gonna pop out right here. I thought it was that 10 from the other day when I saw him back here. So I got ready to shoot because I knew he was going to pop out right there because it's so tight. Good thing I looked twice because I about launched one.
Personally, I like using scents. Evercalm is a scent that we use year-round. Doesn't matter what we're doing in the whitetail woods. But when the rut's on, Conquest Scents VS1 is the best estrus scent I've ever used. You can get it in the spray bottle, you can get the normal stick, or even buy the freshest scent available, VS1 liquid in the bottle for your scent sticks.
I wish I would have thought there'd been more tracks out on the edge of the field there when we came in here, but they've just destroyed that cornfield patch. There's hardly anything left. Back on the ridge, really big buck. There's a small buck out in front of him, about 20 yards behind him is where the big one is. He's coming, kind of angling this way. Got a buck right here, walking up underneath us. It's a small one. I said I think it's the broken 9. Been a great set. I mean, we've seen all kinds of deer. One shooter, maybe 2. We're losing light fast though. It's frustrating. The big guy stayed over there. This one comes right down. I don't know how he saw us right there, but he did. But he was locked on that doe, so it didn't matter. He stayed. We still got deer around, but losing light quick is going to be over soon.
Safety is important. It doesn't matter where I'm hunting. If I'm hunting out of a tree stand, I'm hooking up to a lifeline with my hunter safety system vest. Hook in from the ground level, stay hooked the entire time you climb, you're in the stand and all the way back down to the ground.
This is the 2nd of December, and it's not cold. We need a lot colder weather when you're sitting on cut corn. But, I mean, we're here, we got to hunt, so we only got today and tomorrow of bow season left, and then the gun season's come in, and I won't be able to bow hunt again until late season. I'm really wanting to kill my deer before I have to come up here and when it's really cold and freeze to death. Buck up on the hill. He's coming down to the corn. Jump the fence. If he gets in the corn, we're gonna kill him. Yeah, what was that? The wind switch? Boy, that's terrible timing because the wind's been blowing like this. If we have wind going that way, I mean, we're just not supposed to kill deer in Iowa. Those deer down there in that corner, I just keep spraying this every couple minutes. They know somebody ran, but they ain't left yet. That one doe, she's coming. Buck over here on this side. Come in the cornfield right there. Come on, dude. Jump the fence. I'll hit the fence if I shoot it in there. He's gonna go down right there. He's gonna go down right there. Boom. Just. One of these does gets stupid, I'm gonna whack her. That's what you call tagging out in Iowa. Oh.
Well, there he is. I finally got my Iowa buck on the ground. Long time coming. We have worked super hard to get a deer up here. I mean, it's just been tough. And by all means, we've seen some bucks that are bigger than this, no doubt about it. But this is one of the most rewarding deer I've ever had because I've just hunted so hard and spent so much time in the woods. I mean, I've been hunting off and on for a month. Big 8-point, good one to get. I am tickled to death with him. And I did not break Uncle Randy's rule. Don't shoot him unless you can drive to him. You can drive the ATV right here. What a great deer to cap off my hunt in Iowa. A beautiful whitetail deer in the rut. Personally, I love venison and eat it all the time. A lot of time, it's what we make for dinner here in camp, but sometimes when it's tight before we travel and the freezers are full, we need to find someone else that can also use the meat. A great option when you're in Iowa, and we always suggest it to our clients that are traveling, is the Hush program. If you've traveled in for your hunt and your freezer's already full, it's worth considering donating some venison for those that are in need. The process is quick, it's simple, and you can leave with a smile on your face knowing you've helped someone else out that needs the help. Iowa is definitely known for two things, growing corn and big mature whitetails. To grow these big mature whitetails, they need the food sources. This makes a huge difference when you start hunting late season because when you know the deer are there, if you've got the food, you'll hold them. And if you've got the food, you'll pick up new deer. The food is everything on those late season hunts in Iowa. When it gets cold, the deer are hungry and they have to eat. This is why all the hard work in the spring and summer planting those food plots pays off. Well, we've got Melissa Bachman in camp. She has an archery tag left to fill and only a few days to do it. I've been running covert cameras and we've got some great pictures of some good bucks on our food plots and the weather is perfect. We're setting up a blind to see if we can get one of those bucks in range on one of these cut corn plots.
Well, we're back at it. Today is the coldest day yet. We're at -6 regular temperature. I don't know, 20, 30 below with the wind chill. It is absolutely cold, but I'm hoping that's what we need to get these deer coming out. Last shot, I'm trying to make it happen in Iowa late season, and we're going to need a little luck too.
What an awesome archery season we've had here in Iowa. Our clients harvested a bunch of great deer. I was able to do some bow hunting and took a nice buck. And Melissa even got some great encounters. But it's not over. Uncle Randy and Jamie still have tags for late season. Make sure to check that episode out. It's cold and we have plenty of food left in the food plots. If you want a great hunt in Iowa, whether it's late season or an archery hunt, apply for your tags, make sure you're getting your preference points, and give us a call at SOE Hunts. We'd love to have you, and one thing I can promise, this is a whitetail paradise.